Hi guys, how are you? And happy Wednesday. Hi, Miss Tiffany Nicole and Deborah Hall. Thank you for joining the live. If you saw by the title, we are going to be discussing everything that has been going on with Danileigh and Dababy. If you saw by my title, I'm going to be talking about how he is the disruptor. Danileigh is just confused. And Mimi, who is the other baby mama that has seemed to have a lot of notoriety, she is the builder. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, my name is actually It's Amira, formerly Girl Let's Talk, but actually it's Amira because actually that is my name. Okay, period. Actually, it's Amira, and I like to come on and talk about all different types of commentary. I primarily focus on four different areas. That's career, that's family, marriage, relationships, confidence, and I don't really know what lane my channel is going to fall into yet for like a permanent longevity, but I'm exploring a couple different avenues to kind of see where I fit in. But I really love helping women. I absolutely love giving advice to women on different relationships that they get themselves into and like how we can spot the warning signs up front to avoid potentially toxic relationships. Because honestly, everybody who's anybody at some point in their life has been in a toxic relationship. Like no one is above toxicity. But some people are a little bit better equipped to recognize the warning signs and get out before it's too late than others. And so my purpose here is to be like, sis, what you done got yourself into is all the way not right. So let's get you right and get a better story because this doesn't have to be your story. And I know there's a lot of young women who follow Dababy, who follow Danileigh, who follow the other baby mama Mimi, and they're young, impressionable women, all of which who probably see Dababy and is like, oh my God, this is like a desirable man for me. Like he has money, he has fame, he has popularity, he has clout. And like I want to be in that power position as a woman. I want to be the one I want to be at the seat at the table. I want to be at the head of the table. I'm at the head, and hey Tamara, they want to be at the head, and homie want to be at the foot. They want to be like, I'm the head of the table, he the foot of the table, and we got all these other little females along the side, aka a certified side chick. So this is why I say Dababy is the disruptor. I'm about to break down to the breakdown how you, if you are out there in these streets and you single, how you can spot a man who is a disruptor, because that is the part that, listen, there are all kinds of men. There's narcissists, there's malignant narcissists, there's mama's boys. Yes, you right, Tamara, we about to get into it. Like he's a whole disruptor. And that's the part that is like, I be wanting to just jump through the screen, like, let me grab you by the coat real quick and tell you, sis, no, don't let him do this to you. It don't have to be a story, but he is a major disruptor. Come in your life like a wrecking ball and disrupt everything you thought you had going on. So we're going to talk about Dababy and how he is the disruptor. Absolutely is. We're going to talk about Danileigh, how I don't know. My read on her is just straight up confused. I'm going to give her confused because she's giving very much so confused. And then we're going to talk about Mimi, who is the other baby mother. Let me put their picture up. Let me share my screen because I have a little cute photo of them. So why not, right? Let's show them my little cute photo of them. If y'all can see that. Y'all see my little cute photo of them? Let me make it big. Y'all see? Yeah, so this, if you don't know, this is Dababy, Avi. This is Danileigh, and this is Mimi. All three of them are in a kerfuffle. These two seem to have been going back and forth for quite some time about this one here, who is the disruptor. And this one here, the middle one, Danileigh, she played herself, full of epic proportion. And this one over here got on live, calm, cool, and collected, because she realized at that very moment she had won. The script was already written, and I have won. I am she is me, and I have won, baby girl. And there's nothing you can do about it because he is a disruptor. And let's break this down. Let's break down how Dababy is a disruptor. I'm getting all blurry. Am I good now? I feel like I'm blurry. Am I blurry? I was fine, and then I just got like extremely blurry. But let's break down how he's a disruptor. So, all the classic signs. Ladies, have you ever met a man who probably when he was younger, he didn't really have much going for himself? Dababy doesn't strike me as the type that was extremely popular in high school or extremely, out there like that. He strikes me as the kind of person that sort of developed into his his sense of self, his sense of man. And so and obviously he's not very tall, right? So the stigma is that men who are short or on the shorter side have like that Napoleon complex. Now, I'm not saying that Dababy has Napoleon complex because I don't know this man, but just based off of what I'm seeing and his characteristics, he strikes me as the type of person that probably wasn't too popular in high school, probably didn't really have like too much street credibility, but like built his vibe and his credibility up over a period of time through like his talent, which is rap, right? So, and I think that he truly and absolutely, I'm sorry, I'm very hot. Like, oh my God, it's hot here. I don't know if it's the lights. I don't even got that many lights. It's hot, it's blazing here. So I don't know if he built his notoriety up over the years of like finding himself and becoming who he is. And then obviously fame comes into play. When you have a man who really didn't come from a whole bunch of money, who came from like what you would call like the gutter, and really just built himself over a period of time, and then you have a lot of money thought about him. So now you add the variables: money, fame, clout, talent makes a recipe for a man that cannot be controlled. And when you have a man like that who probably didn't have a lot of ego when he was younger because whatever was going on in his personal life, and then he kind of finds his sense of self, like he come from a broken background, but then he finds his sense of self, his little bit of swag about him, right? He start pumping his chest out. And more often than not, and I talked about this in my last live when I talked about CBJ and Jocelyn and Faith, more often than not, when a man finally awakens and finds his sense of self, it is the women around him who gives him his energy. That's how men thrive. I know a lot of people say, oh, it's the woman who needs the man, and women need men, women need men, women need men. It's a fight to the finish on who gonna get the man first. In my personal opinion, I think that women, just as much as having a high value man, as Kevin Samuels would say, or having a man who has something about himself is so important to a woman, I would equally say that a man does not become a man of anything. I don't care how much money you got. You really that pop if you got a bad bee on your arm, and so you got a whole bunch of women fighting over you, and a lot of men out there, toxic as it may be, devour or garner their power over people, over women, by having women fight for their love and fight for their attention. And this is my number one thing I like to talk about on my channel is triangulation. This is exhibit A of triangulation. Exhibit A. What you say, Deborah Hall? It makes me really sad inside for Mimi also. Reason being because allegedly she's currently pregnant again. I can't. We gonna get into that. But the number one step for how a man builds himself up and breaks down women is triangulation. Ladies, I need you guys to be acutely aware that when a man starts trying to pit you against another woman, bringing up other women in random conversations, starting kicking it off like, oh yeah, I mess with old girl over here, but she not really that important to me. She don't really matter like that. Like I'm not really feeling her like that. Or oh yeah, all these BITCHs be blowing my phone up, or all these girls be hitting my line and be on my jack all the time. Like I'm really like out here in these streets. Like I'm so hot. And they try to make you feel like you are special. But really it's false. It's false, and it's delusions that they are putting upon you. They are going to you and telling you that you bring something to the table that old girl over here not, and then they're going to old girl over there and telling her that she brings something to the table that you don't. That is what's called triangulation. I'm gonna make you feel special for whatever you could do, and I'm gonna make her feel special for whatever she can do. And really, I am using X to control Y. Right? That is it. Like he the equal sign. You know what I mean? You know how in algebra there's an equation that's X plus Y equals Z, whatever. He is the equal sign. Like all he's trying to do is make both of y'all, add y'all both together to equal what it is he needs to be whole as a man. That's how you get the whole 80-20 rule if you want to put it in Tyler Perry terms, right? Sometimes a woman could be 60-40, 80-20, 30-70. It don't matter. Like a man who is struggling with his own issues will use women to fulfill his self-fulfilling prophecy and whatever that may be for him, right? He wants to fulfill it. So he comes in with his own brokenness, and then you find a woman who has her own brokenness. So if y'all really paid attention to the live that Dababy did, one of the first things out of his mouth is he said that Danileigh come from a real Matilda family. Did y'all hear that? He said, oh, she come from a real Matilda family. Like she got some real Matilda family-ish going on right now. I want y'all to really think about the context of what he is saying. He is basically saying that this woman comes from a family where they abandoned her. Think about Matilda, right? She was an abandoned girl. She was gifted. She was talented. She had a lot going for herself. If her family had only paid attention to her, they would have realized that she was magical and filled with talent and superpowers. But her family was so absorbed in whatever they had going on that they ignored the girl. Matilda in that movie suffered from severe abandonment issues. And usually women who suffer from severe abandonment issues, meaning they've been abandoned by their family. Now, I'm not saying that Danileigh, it has a Matilda family. I'm reacting to what Dababy said. So take this in context of what he said. This is my reaction to that, right? If he is being abandoned during her pregnancy, well, absolutely. And this is how we're going to get to borderline personality disorder. This is all going to add up, Tamara. Yes, girl. It all streams from abandonment. So he has, in his own mind, said to himself, this girl struggles with abandonment. She comes from a whole Matilda family. We all saw the movie. It was a classic. So he knows going into the situation that this girl is suffering from emotional abandonment, physical abandonment, and potentially abuse, because you don't know what else this girl has been going through in her life, allegedly, from what he is saying. Now, let's just say that is correct. You, as a observant man, have decided that this is the exact type of woman that you want to go after. I want to go after a woman who I know for an absolute fact comes from a quote unquote real Matilda family. Now, please explain to me why a man who can literally have the pick of the litter of the women that he wants, for the most part, because most young impressionable women at that age would date the baby just off the sole fact that he is the baby, right? Some women don't really care about like, oh, 1 + 1, I really equal 2. The math ain't math, and I'm gonna head out. A lot of women, particularly Danileigh, who would, and mass media standards, be seen as a very attractive woman with some talents and some gifts about herself. Definitely her star was about to burn. Her star was, it was coming, baby. She got like 3.7+ million followers on Instagram. Like, you know, by all accounts and statistics and measures, she's the kind of woman who has something going for herself. But she comes from a broken background. And that is what I'm trying to tell you. When a woman has not dealt with what it is she got going on in her life or her own emotional traumas and issues, a man like that can come into your life and disrupt every single thing you had going for yourself. I mean, if you really break down what he said, not only did she come from a real Matilda family, allegedly, he goes online and proceeds to say that I'm hearing from the reports that she sold her home, she moved in with him, she done gave up everything she had to chase after him. Excuse me? I heard that and I'm reading. I said, I know god dang well that homegirl, let me blow your mind and take it easy. In the video with Chris Breezy, baby, major hit. All the TikTok challenges, her star burning brightly. You derail and uproot your whole situation to chase after a man who straight up upfront told you that he likes to triangulate women. He running around with Tammy, Michelle, Barbara, Francine, all of them. He in these streets. He has made it abundantly clear to you that he is for the streets and in the streets. That's number one. Number two, he has done the same thing to his previous baby mama. Insert Exhibit B, Mimi, the builder. And now I'm gonna give Mimi her props, because y'all be sleeping on women like that who be slick. I know what type of time this is, and I'm gonna go ahead and build something for myself, and I'm gonna let you continue to do you and act a freaking fool, because I know what type of time you want to know what type of time I'm on, and I got stuff to do. But this one here, 3.7 million hit. The time was yours. Gave all of that up for what though? For what though? And that's the part that really truly blew my mind. I'm like, wait, why did you sell your home? Why did you move like Jocelyn? Absolutely, Tamara. You know, we talked about it. Why would you uproot your family? You and your baby. This man abandoned you during your pregnancy. Like, he already showed you who he was, and you absolutely refused to believe him. This man literally said, I am a cheater. He said he was a cheater. He showed you was a cheater. He showed you he don't honor his commitments because he skeeted in you. What did he say? He said, oh, I know what type of time it is. I'm going to skeeting these females, and I know I got to take care of baby. It is what it is. It's going to be a check regardless. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to continue to do me. He already let you know that he only about, what do you call it? Hurting his loin. right? Which means I'm a skeeting you because I want to keep my lineage going. I want to keep my, you know what I'm saying? I'm picking these women that I know that I could trap because contrary to popular belief, men trap women too. That's what nobody don't really want to talk about. Nobody wants to talk about how the Disruptor, aka Dababy, is in the business of trapping women. Okay? He trapping more than music. He trapping women too. And everybody like, no, it be the women trying to trap these men. It be the women. They be after him. It be the women. It be the women. No, 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 no. A man who is a disruptor will capitalize on a woman whose star is about to burn brightly because he knows that he can depend on her to be either a bottom B, okay, like a Mimi, not this Mimi like Stevie and them, or B, he could depend on her to be that bad female, that female that was really supposed to just be out here in these streets. Like, yo, that's me right there. Like, I broke that. Like, some men genuinely get filled up off of breaking women down, of women who would have had something going for themselves. Like, nah, like, look how much power I got. I literally made this chick sell her whole house and move clear across the state with me, only for me to walk in with her with my 3-month-old baby in her arms. I don't care how crazy she was. When a woman first gives birth after coming off the hills of being abandoned during her whole pregnancy, you don't know what's going through her mind. You don't know what she's thinking about. And you on the bed, she on the bed holding the baby. Now, it's cool. If y'all got into an argument, you want to tell her, yo, we need some space. We should probably leave. I'm going to leave for the night. And in the morning, we're going to figure this out. You might can't stay here no more. That's cool. But for you to really go on live, like, it's one thing to record for your safety. I'm cool with that. If you feel like this woman going to fly off the handles and you want to record for your safety, cool. Cool. Why are you on live, though? Why does the whole entire world need to see that recording? That recording could have been or saved on your iPhone or saved on the phone. It don't need to be on live. It don't need to be showcased to the whole world. But not only are you going to abandon this woman while she's pregnant, you're going to tell her to get out of your house with a 3-month-old baby in her arm, and you're going to further embarrass and humiliate her in front of the whole entire world. And on top of that, you're going to disrupt and derail her from all the goals and plans she had for her life. I'm blown. And Danileigh, you don't get no slack because you signed up for that. This man handed you a contract. And let me tell you what the contract said, ladies. It says, I, Dababy, am going to embarrass you online because he was already doing that to the other baby mama when they first met. I'm going to cheat on you. Why? Because he was already doing that to the other baby mama when they first met. I'm going to attempt to destroy your self-esteem. Why? Because he was doing that to the other baby mama when they first met. I am also potentially going to leave you destitute, broken, and crying. Why? Because he did that to the other baby mama. This man handed you a contract with all the stipulations of everything he planned on doing to you. Like, everything. Like, who? The whole list. And you signed up for it. And it blows my mind because the number one predictor of future performance in a man is past performance. It's past performance. You don't, ladies, you really don't got to try that hard to figure out who this man is. Literally, if a man shows you who he is, you got to believe him. There are no exceptions to the rule. Everyone wants to be, you know, that's right, Tamara. Everyone wants to be an exception to the rule. We really got to talk about that because it is like a pandemic spreading across the world. Everybody swear to goodness that they're going to be the exception to the rule. Here I come along. I'm about to be the exception. I'm about to be the exception. Newsflash. No one's the exception to the rule. No man in the history of man will change his behavior until he is good and god darn ready. Period. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You ain't got to have no superpowers, no super tricks. I don't care how much you twerking and working or bumping and grinding or bending and lending. It don't matter what you got going for yourself. No man is going to change his behavior until he is good and god darn ready. And you know when a man becomes good and god darn ready? You know when a man is good and god darn ready? A man is good and god darn ready when he decides he's tired of his own BS. That's it. He literally comes home one day and he goes, this contract I got right here is null and void. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of running around with women. I'm tired of just spreading it wide and busting it low. I'm tired of just being out here in these streets. I'm sick and tired. I am ready for some peace. Some peace. I have found a woman who seems to have some good life about herself. She seems to have some business about herself. She ain't too ratchet. She not a nagger, because don't no man want no nagging woman. She not a nagger. She got her own life. I got my own life. She brings something to the table. I bring something to the table. I'm tired of my own BS. I'm tired. I'm tired of deleting text messages. I'm tired of hiding, sneaking, and conniving. I'm tired. I just want to live a peaceful life. When the man reaches that, you happen to be the woman that's in front of him with all your good credentials. Congratulations, you have won. The end. Anything beyond that, you in your own head and you crazy. You are not an exception to the rule. Get off your high horse. When a man shows you who he is, believe him. You are not the exception. You are not the exception. You just bought into the BS long enough for him to continue to play his games. You still on the hook. He got you on the hook, and he looking for the next victim. He going fishing. You know what I'm saying? You know how they got the marlin and the hair, the little small fish they catch, and they catch the 5,000-pound marlin, and they want to hang it on their wall as like trophies. That's what men do to women. Some men do to women. They literally go fishing. Whoop! Who can I catch? Oh, there go a woman with abandonment issues. Ooh, sign her up. Victim number one. They love a woman with a good abandonment issue, some self-esteem problems, toxic family. Oh, that is the creme de la creme. Okay, you find a woman with some problems about herself, but got some good but got a little bit of business about her, right? You ain't gonna mess with no birds. See, he ain't impregnating birds. Like this one right here, it was a budding music star. This one right here run an independent barbershop. Very talented. He wasn't just picking little birds. No, he was strategically saying, I want a good woman to take care of my kids. I want somebody who I know I can control and manipulate mentally, emotionally, or physically, if he about that flavor. And I don't know who he is. I don't know this man. But I want a woman I can at least emotionally manipulate. And I'm going to have my whole thing on the side. Now, Deborah Hall says, respectfully speaking from mother of two, as a Black man, he did the right thing by recording that situation. I don't have no problem with him recording, Deborah. None. He ain't need to be on live, though. The whole world didn't know what was going on. I absolutely think he should have recorded. If he felt like this woman was capable of putting hands on him, you are well within your rights to record for your own safety. I don't have no issue with that. But to be on live, calling her a certified side B after you in the bed with her, you laid up with her, she done pushed out a baby. She thinking that, you know what I'm saying, y'all about to build something together. She done sold her house, got rid of all her assets. I mean, just stupid. She has made a host of stupid moves that she should be held accountable for. But just the level of stupidity that is irradiating, right? It's like, whoa, what's happening here? And then you go on live and do that while she got a baby in her arms. I thought that was below the belt. Recording, not below the belt. Doing it on live with her baby, very below the belt. I don't know. That was off the hook for me. Now I don't know. That's beneath. That's a whole different level of disrespect that I'm not sure how I would have handled the situation. Would I be in a situation where I perhaps would have caught a simple assault charge? The world may only know, but I don't know. I don't know. You don't know what you're capable of when you postpartum and this man online saying you ain't never mattered to him and you done sold your whole life away. But at the same time, she got to take responsibility for that because ain't nobody tell her sell her house. And this is why I tell women, please stop being so dumb. Oh my God, there's a huge mosquito in here. Daddy, Robert. Oh no. Yes, I'm calling my husband for the bug. Ah, he got away. I'm such a punk. It got away. Oh, I'm such a punk. He got away. And I don't know where he is. Robert, come save me. I'm such a punk. Hold on, let me mute y'all. Y'all don't want to see me acting crazy on here. 1 second. Okay, he got it. It's a screen in the window. I don't know how it got in here. It's not even mosquito season. I'm such a wimp. Did y'all see me? That was embarrassing. But yes, I'm afraid of bugs. And Clearly, I just almost ran for my life. Thank you, understanding where I was coming from with that statement. Oh, absolutely, Deborah Hall. I know. I mean, I 100% agree with you. Like, you should record for your own safety, if you, especially if you believe that this person is capable of pressing charges and trying to set you up. But putting it on live, I don't know, very disrespectful. So yes, major disruptor. And then we got her over here, Mimi. I call her the builder. She's like Jocelyn to me. I like a woman who said, listen, I was with you. Oh, hey, Tasherie, how are you? I like a woman. I love a woman who's like, I was with you when you ain't have nothing. I was with you before you was the baby. This Mimi. Mimi was with him before he was the baby, before that first single dropped. She was with him in the gym. I was in here, she went in the gym. I thought she was going to be his Savannah, like how LeBron did. But no, of course, he couldn't let good enough be good enough. She run her own barbershop. She is a brown-skinned baddie, if you ask me. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. And it's not good enough. It's not good enough. You got to go out here and really try to leave this woman locked up. Well, what, they got 2 kids together? Two kids together, maybe allegedly, potentially 3. Lock her up, so that devalues her stock. And this is what I want to talk to y'all about, ladies, because quiet as it's kept, there are men out here, disruptors, like Dababy, I call them disruptors, who will literally lock you up with children because they want to devalue your stock value in the street. Everyone knows Kevin Samuels talk about it all the time. And I'm not saying I'm a Kevin Samuels fan, because I am not. A lot of things he says is problematic. But one of the things I will agree with him on, some points I do be like, okay, you might have a little point there. And that is, when you are out here having babies, you are devaluing your stock after every child. There's another. Now, you might have, even if you got one baby daddy, you're having a baby, then another baby, then another baby. Hey, AK, then another baby. You are devaluing your stock. You are literally making yourself less valuable in the streets, less marketable. That's even with your career. Like, I have 3 children. And at some point, there's going to be a conversation where it's like, wait, can I really take on this responsibility? Because I got 3 kids at home. Even if you want to be superwoman, in the back of your mind, you're going to be like, yo, can I handle this? Like, I got 3 kids, my family, I got to think about this, I got to think about that. Women make these considerations when they have a whole bunch of kids. Men don't make those considerations. A man will be like, yo, I'm out here in these streets. Like, it is what it is. I'm on a roll. I'm about to go make this. I'm about to go invest in that. I'm out here. Like, a man can just walk away from his responsibilities as a father and just throw paper at the situation. Like, oh, okay, I'm going to cut the check. And that's what Dababy basically said. He said, look, I know I'm going to have to cut the check for this. Like, it is what it is. I'm going to have to cut a check for this. But at the end of the day, all I'm going to do is cut a check. You got to sit at home with that baby. Because no matter what anybody says, there will always be a double standard in this world, where if a woman abandons her child to go out in the streets and run around and be on a roll and make money and leave the kid at home, the man will be looked at as less than, if he is a stay-at-home dad and the woman's out here in these streets. Or a woman will be looked at as a negligent mom if she's out here in these streets while the man is at home or while the kids are being neglected. There's a major double standard. But if a man go and do that, if a man literally knows, I think Dababy got like 5 kids allegedly, right? Like 5 or 6 kids allegedly. If you got 5 or 6 kids, my man, you got other things to worry about than meeting other women. Like, spreading your loins should be the last thing on your list. Like, you got 5 kids, you are at capacity. You're not even 35 years old, and you have built an entire village, a little tribunal community. What are you doing with yourself? If I'm the mama, his mama, I'm like, yo, baby boy, you got to slow down. Maybe you might want to think about getting a vasectomy. It's reversible. You might want to think about locking that up a little bit. Yeah, exactly, Deborah Hall. We're going to get into that. You might want to think about locking that up. It's a reversible procedure. Do you, like, you're a young man, go out and do you, like, do you in these streets. But at the end of the day, you have multiple children that you have to be responsible for. And this is not the kind of energy you need to be putting into the world. Like, it's too much. You're too young and it's too much. You're not even ready for this. You're not ready for a serious commitment with anybody because you're not ready for a serious commitment to yourself. Because any man who takes his career seriously, who takes his livelihood seriously, who takes his financial future seriously, is not busting down all these kids. Kids are expensive. And when you got a woman with a good mind on her head and know how to tabulate, the check is coming. The check is coming, okay? And until you reach Diddy status, Diddy is multi-invested, okay? He got a liquor brand. He owned a record label at one point. He a shareholder in this. He an investor in that. He a venture capitalist. Diddy got his money working for him in 15, 20 different ways. So until you reach Diddy status, you do not have the authority to be procreating at the rate at which you are procreating. You ain't Future. And Future ain't even Future. If you know you really catch my drift, like, he or whatever, he got good music, but like, he ain't Diddy. You know what I'm saying? He ain't Jay-Z, okay? He ain't 50 Cent. You ain't really at the level for you to be procreating at that rate. So if I'm his mother, that's the advice I'm giving my son. I'm like, look, you got some fame about you. You could pull anybody you want. Okay, congratulations. You know, I did a good job as a mom. I made you have some hustle about you and you turn it away out of nowhere. Much respect to you as your mother. But what I'm not going to do is allow you to Nick Cannon, okay? Okay, Nick Cannon. Okay, but what I'm not going to do as your mother is allow you to continue to create bitter seeds in this world. Because if these kids are going to grow up and be like, yo, my daddy really wasn't a part of my life like that. Or he was a part of my life, but he would come through, you know what I'm saying? Come in, come out, say what's up, cut a check, take me shopping real quick, and then he on the road again. Like, these kids are little. You too young, you too popping. Like, the boy is popping. Dude, make your money, get a vasectomy. It's reversible. Or deal with women who are open to being on the shot or open to being on birth control. And I'm not, you can't force them, but you might want to pull a 50 Shades of Grey. Remember he had her sign that contract and then he took her to the gynecologist and was like, you will be on monthly birth control if you want to mess with me because ain't nobody trying to have no kids. I'm saying, like, you need to get you an agreement like that. You need to be like, listen, either this is the program and you're going to follow it or no. Because if it's a no, then you're not the type of woman I need to be messing with. That's on period. But also women on the other side need to understand the kind of man they dealing with. Don't get yourself no disruptor. If you are a woman who are about your business, like you truly are about your business, you got something real going in your life, please do not let ain't-ish dude, I don't care how flashy he look, stop dating men and procreating with men based off potential. That is like, hello, stop investing on potential. Stop investing on potential. And if you are going to invest in potential, think about it like a stock portfolio. I like to invest in stocks, invest my spare change. I'm not out here like, I'm not what you call it, not Adolf. That's Adolf Hitler. Lord, forgive me. Not him. Bernie Madoff. Yes. I'm not Bernie Madoff. Like, I'm not running no Ponzi scheme. I'm not no multi-billionaire or anything like that. But the little that I have, what I do have to my name, yes, I'm going to invest. But before I invest in any stock, I'm going to do my research. I'm not going to just buy blind. I'm going to say, well, how has this stock been doing over the last 2 or 3 years? Okay, are they have any new things on the horizon? How do they treat their existing relationships with their existing business owners? How's the CEO? How's the culture of the organization? These are things that I would think about as somebody who's in finance. Like, okay, I'm going to really evaluate the situation at hand before I decide to invest. The same thing women have to do when you meet a man. It's not that hard. Literally evaluate the situation at hand. Say, well, the past would show me that there's a 95% chance he's going to cheat on me. There's an 87% chance if I get pregnant, he's going to be out. There's a 67% chance that he's going to make me look crazy on social media. And there's a 47% chance that I'm going to end up fighting with another woman about him. And when you do the math, you need to decide, do you got that kind of stamina in you? Some women do. Some women, they are those women. There are women out here, they about that action. They love it. They want to be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like Tommy and Keisha from Belly. They want to be yelling and fighting with other women. They want to be the main chick. They want to be at the head of the table while he at the foot with all the other women down the side. That make them feel good. They like, yo, this is my table. Like, how you sit at the head of the table and you looking at your man, you like, yeah, we built this. Like, this us right here. There are women out here who are so delusional that they seriously believe that being at the head of the table is better than not being at any table. And that's a bar right there. Because let's talk about that, okay? Do not be the kind of woman who believes in the depths of your soul that being at the head of the table is better than not having a table to sit at all. And that means that, and let me translate that. That means that you are the kind of woman who will take anything. You will take anything just to be at the head of the table. Like, I don't want to be your only chick. I want to be your main chick. I just want to be the one you tell your sweet nothings to. I want to be the one that you tell your deepest, darkest secrets to. I want to be the one to wipe your tears away. I want to be the one to take care of your kids and rear your children and run your bath and cook your food and hold down your fort. I want to be at the head of this table while you at the foot. King me, right? They want to be in the king chair and I'm in the queen chair, right? Like, it's us. But then all the other shit that's down the side, the mess that's down the side, they ignore. They choose to blatantly ignore it. They blatantly ignore it. Hence, Danileigh, she thought she was going to be at the head of the table. She thought she was literally going to be at the head of the table. Like, yo, I just want to be at the head of this table, fighting everybody. It's like, you know how if you a pimp, right? And everybody got they main chick who keep the other little pimp chicks in check, right? Like, if you ever seen Hustle and Flow, right? You got it's a hard out here for a pimp, right? You got a pimp, and then he got all these hoes, but he got the main hoe, and the main hoe's main job is to keep the other hoes in line. That's the whole role of the main hoe. That is the concept. Where it's like, I'm the main chick, and my only job is to make sure none of these other hoes get out of line. I need for them to understand their position. I need for them to respect me. I need them to understand that at the end of the day, I'm the one who's going to decide where we go next. I'm the one who gives power, grants power, to get you eliminated, get you added back. I carry the one, add two. I'm over here. I'm running stuff. Some chicks literally thrive off of just solely being in a position where they could say they running stuff. And that is the thrive. That is the thrill that they get. And that's what Danileigh thought she was going to be. She thought she was going to be at the head of the table. Like, oh, I'm just running stuff. Like, this me right here. Like, yeah, I know he out here and he ain't really all that good, but like, I'm the main chick. And she really ain't get mad until he called her a certified side chick, if you really pay attention. That's when she flew off the rails. That's when reality set in, like, oh, I ain't at the head of this table no more. Somebody about to take my spot. That's when panic set in. Like, oh, somebody really about to take my spot. Like, I'm not at the head of this table. He done told me now I'm getting leftovers. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen that show on Netflix, The Platform, where it goes from the top floor, level 1, you get the most food, and then level down to the bottom where there's no food left, and then there's like savages and they killing each other. She thought she was on level 1 of the platform, and he told her, nah, sis, you on floor 57. Like, you getting the scraps now. And now she got to sit in that. She got to contend in that. Because she did not anticipate variable change. And the one thing you got to anticipate when you got a man who has presented himself as somebody who's a little unpredictable is you always have to anticipate variable change. Period. And that's where Mimi comes in. And I respect Mimi because she got on her live and she had a little composure about herself, a little swag that I was like, I like this chick. She was like, I'm really not bothered because like I definitely knew he was going to do this to you. And at the end of the day, I definitely know where I stand. And at the end of the day, I definitely know exactly who the type of man this man is. And I know exactly that he playing with me. He playing with you, but he ain't playing with me no more. I took what I could get from the situation. I ain't going to speak bad on this man's name. I took what I could get from the situation. And in this moment, I'm going to capitalize on everything that's in front of me. I'm going to capitalize off him playing you in a most classy way. I'm going to capitalize off this money that I'm finna get from my business. I'm about to become an influencer. And yeah, I got a couple kids. And yeah, I may not be single and ready to mingle and popping, but I got a budding business and I can give very much so mommy life, right? Like I can give that mommy baddie life. It's for me. And you basically handed her it on a silver platter because you got online looking crazy and she was just like composed. She did accuse the girl of putting a love spell on him. And that was I was like, a love spell? That's what they doing out in LA. They putting spells on folk. Lord, don't let nobody put no spell on you. I rebuke that in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Oh no. Just ghetto. Put no spell on me. Oh no. But I call Mimi the builder. Then she said she was going to show the internet all the videos and pics of them being together to prove she was not the side chick. Girl, Deborah, here's the thing. Here's the thing about that, okay? He was online saying that she was a certified side chick to make her irate. Do you guys notice in the video that the more he said she was a side chick and he didn't care about her, the more unhinged this girl became? And this whole time I was sitting there watching their dynamic, like, oh my God, girl, pull it together. You are giving up your power. Giving up your power. If a man looked me in my face on a live and said, you ain't nothing but a certified side chick, I would have said, and you ain't nothing but a certified side nigga. Like, what type of time you thought we was on here? I would have flipped it immediately. Immediately. You not about to get on live and call me no side chick. I was like, you ain't nothing but a certified side nigga. Like, if I'm a side chick, you was a side nigga. Like, I had a whole situation. This your baby, but at the end of the day, I'm not blind to what it is you had going on. You're not about to have me on live like, what you say? What you say? You ready to fight him? Oh no, I'm a save face. I'm not gonna, what he call it, crashing out. I ain't gonna crash out. I'd have been like, okay, and your point, you was a certified side nigga. Like, at the end of the day, this shit by mistake. Like, I don't care what really happened behind closed doors. You're not about to make me look crazy on the whole internet. Like I was a nutcase and I'm just so obsessed with you and I can't do better. Nah, no, no, no to the no, no, no. I don't care if I'm going to sit at home in the depths of my house and cry my eyeballs out. Ain't nobody in the history of nobody on social media or on the internet going to know that you broke my heart. Period. I'd have literally kept unbothered, living my life. But you online acting like a certified nutcase, trying to prove your point with pictures and photos and stories and this and this and this. Okay, nobody with two cents of common sense and two eyes. Everybody clearly knows that you was not a certified side chick. Everybody clearly knows he was dealing with you. Anybody who follows Dababy, who follows you, that was a point you didn't need to prove. You did need to prove. If you feel you got to prove the point that you wasn't a side chick, you are making yourself look very much so side chickish. Very much so side chickens. Now, if you defending yourself, like somebody come out crazy on you and you like, and that ain't happen like that. In self-defense, that's one thing. But you don't need to prove to the whole world. If something was understood, don't need to be explained. I never looked at her and was like, oh, she was a side chick. I looked at the situation. I looked at the situation and I was like, he definitely was just trying to get the maximum out of the situation from you. Like you had a whole career going for yourself and he realized that he could easily manipulate you, and ain't nothing more exciting to a man than knowing that he could easily manipulate a woman into doing whatever it is he desires. Fighting with other women on the internet, making a fool out of herself, trying to prove unnecessary points. Like you are doing nothing. Every time you act nuts on the internet, no matter what this man has did, you are increasing his stock value because nothing is more desirable to other women than women fighting over a man. There are true women out here, and I'll never understand them. I'll never understand them. But there are women out here who literally will say, what does this man have that he got two women fighting over him? I gotta see for myself. There's an entire population of women who seriously find this very sexy. Quiet as it's kept. They find this to be like, I want to know what he working with. Like, I gotta know. I want to know. I want to know, what is it about that pipe? What is it about that ear hustle? What is it about that money swinging? What is it about it that really will make me get on the internet and make a natural born fool out of myself? I want to know. Stop increasing these men. Hey, T, stop increasing these men's stock value by fighting over them online. No, 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 no. No one, no two women look good fighting over a man online. The only person who looks good is the man. Period. The disruptor. He done came in like a wrecking ball and done disrupted you and took you off your goals and your dreams. Danileigh gonna wake up one day and be like, wait a second, I really had a song with Chris Brown. And now people in the industry don't really want to mess with me like that because I presented myself to be a little bit crazy. I don't know. Like this could go either way from her. Depends on how she monopolizes this. Right? She done caught a charge. Hopefully the state don't pick it up. Hopefully he dropped the charges and the state don't pick it up. But you don't want to mess around and end up with a felony record. You got a felony record over some dude who called you a certified side chick on the internet, and you got a 3-month-old baby who out here putting charges on women who got infant children at home. Like my man, Did she? I don't know. I didn't see the video of her really hitting him. Maybe I missed it. I've been surfing the internet and I have yet to find the content where I saw her hitting him. Maybe it was off the record that he put his hands on, that she put her hands on him. But it's like, before you feel like you need to put charges on her, you need to be like, I got the money. He has the money. He has the clout. He has everything. I'm going to remove myself from the situation. I invited this woman to my house. I told her to come live with me. She has a 3-month-old baby. You know what I'm going to do? Instead of telling her to get out and making her crazy at 4 o'clock in the morning, in the middle of the night, or whatever hour it was, I'm going to take myself to a hotel tonight. I'm going to exit this situation. And I'm going to come back with a cop if you really wanted her out. And I don't know the laws in California, but in a lot of states, once somebody live with you for 30 days, they're considered a tenant. Like, you can, even if they don't got a lease, you can't just put them out after 30 days. I don't know if it's like that in Cali or North Carolina or wherever he is, but there are domestication laws in some states, particularly New York, where if somebody live with you for 30 days, you just can't put them out. You literally got to go through an eviction process. You have to. So I don't know the laws out there, and it will be interesting to see if that's the case. Like, come back with a cop and be like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want no problems, but she really got to go. Especially if you know that this woman has a history of being a little unhinged. What's he say? I need for the woman to stop thinking that they're better than the last woman, and that these men will do exactly. Girl, T, we done had a whole conversation about that earlier in the live. That's exactly what we were talking about. It's like when a man shows you who he is, please, God, believe him. It's not that freaking hard. 3 consecutive. Yeah, some states is 3. Yeah, you're right, Deborah. I don't know how it is in every state, but I know you just can't put somebody out. It's like, yo, this is my house now. Like, I regret to inform you, but this is my spot now. Like, this is our place. So you can't just put me out. And if he felt threatened by it, then he should have came. He should have came with a cop, an escort, and just said, listen, I don't want no smoke. I'm gonna fly you back out to your family, or I'm gonna do whatever, but it is what it is. Let's have an amicable breakup that's not on social media and that's not being filmed for clout. It's clout for him and not really clout for her. I don't know how she's gonna translate this situation. The whole situation only makes the baby look good, no matter what he did. Unless this man had gone online and punched her clear in the face, which he did not do, I don't see how this can make him look bad in the long run, because there are women out. He has one goal, and his goal is to stay hot in these streets and relevant, and to make women go crazy over him. And there are women out here who literally, they are waiting in the wings to get with him, even after everything he has done. There is a community of women who believes that this is okay. And those are the scary ones that we got to watch out for, because it's just like, whoa, abort. But yes, back to Mimi. I like Mimi because she a builder. She realized what she dealing with, and she's trying to build a little life for herself. And I like it. I like women who like, yo, I ain't really messing with you like that no more. Like, I know what it is. I may get a little bit of trim here and there when I feel like it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm bored, I might let you slide through. If I'm, like, remember Peanut from Baby Boy? How eventually between Peanut and Jody, Peanut was like, look, Ninja, if I ever want some D, I'll call you. But until then, get off my phone. That's the type of time you need to be on. If you still want to mess around with your baby father on the low, because that's your baby father, and you feel like you don't want no new D right now. And there are women out there who like, listen, I don't really want to introduce new energy into my life. I don't want no new D. Like, I don't want to be open like that in these streets. But whenever I want to mess with my baby father, I'm going to call his phone and I'm going to get what I need. And then that's the end of it. I'm very aware of what exactly I'm doing and what exactly I'm getting from the situation. And that's how I feel Mimi is. I feel like Mimi, like Peanut and Baby Boy. Like, listen, when I want some, but allegedly she's pregnant, she wants to secure the bag, though. Deborah, believe that. And I don't think, he don't strike me as the type that like to use protection. Because then he get mad at Danileigh for trying to procure a plan B. He seemed like the type that he is trapping by the numbers. Okay. He's like, I'm gonna lock you in on lock-in. Okay. Mimi, if he got you pregnant, you better believe in the depths of your soul, it's to slow you down. It is to ensure that there are no men in these streets who are like the type of men like him. You know what I mean? Like, obviously you'll still be able to find a man, because, right, like a man, you'll always be able to find a man. As long as you got a CUDA, there'll be somebody rated 2. Okay. You don't got to worry about that. But what I'm saying is, a man who's like of high value, who's looking for a young woman. More than likely, once you start having 3, 4 kids, 5 kids, it's not really there for you like that no more, sis. It's just not. So she probably like, okay, you gonna get me pregnant, but this check's still mine. You better believe that. You better believe the check is mine still. Okay, okay. I don't blame you. Already locked in. You might as well capitalize. Why not? Why not? You know what you're dealing with though, and that's the part about her that I respected, because she didn't come online crazy, acting like she was in delusions or oblivion about her position in his life. Like she wasn't like, I know he loves me, and I'm the only one, and I'm the only one that matters, and we're gonna be together forever, and I know that he's going to marry me, and I'm going to be his wife, and we are going to live happily ever after. No, she did not. She got online and said, I know exactly who this man is. I know he ain't crap. Hello? Earth to you. You might not have known, but I definitely know he ain't worth nothing. I definitely know he out here in these streets, and I definitely knew that he was going to make you look crazy eventually. Congratulations to me. I was right. And I'm still going to get me some. Because I can. And that's the thing. That's the thing that women don't want to pay attention to. Once a man procreates with another woman and has a baby, you better believe that either it's on her end or on his end, whenever they want to, they are going to get them some. Okay. It until one of the other two lock it up for forever, and by forever I mean find a husband, that door is always open for a rotation. So if you living in a world where you think that a man with another baby mama won't circle back, you crazy. You crazy. Until that baby mama found her a whole nother man, you better believe that whenever they are alone, it could potentially always be on the table. And that's just a gem for you. That's a gem for you. Because especially if he like to fornicate, you know, on the raw, which is just a mess for me. He too young for all these kids. I don't get it. But was there anything else I wanted to talk about? I think I covered everything about him being a disruptor and her being a builder. I love me a good builder. If you're going to get yourself into a bad situation, ladies, be the builder. Build from what you got yourself into. Don't let a man disrupt you and leave you in confusion and delusion. Build. Everybody makes bad mistakes. Everybody makes bad choices at some point in their life. Everybody finds themselves into a relationship that they shouldn't have found themselves into at some point in their life. But you have choices on how you choose to handle that. You have choices. Build from your bad situation. Don't get stuck in it. Don't just start not this mama. I just wonder why she be so complicit with the way he's operating. It's not normal. Because she waiting. She believes, if you're talking about Mimi, in my opinion, I think Mimi is waiting for him to get everything he got going on out of his system so he could circle back to her and marry her. She thinks that is a thing that women think. Women think that if I really just hold out long enough, if I really just let him get all of this BS out of his system, he gonna circle back. He's going to circle back, and I am going to get married, and I am going to be the one to make it out of this situation happy, whole, and healthy. And he gonna marry me. There are women who think that. In my opinion, Mimi need to get the hell on. She is a beautiful girl. If I were her, I'd get the hell on. Okay, you would not be able to lock me down with no more kids. I would be like, oh no to the no. I got a business to build. I chain out my barbershops. I would be doing more celebrity haircuts. I would be capitalizing off your name as much as I can. The only time you would be able to say that you saw me or you was with me, it would be for an Instagram video for me talking about how I done lined you up. Oh, you want to come to my house and have a cute conversation with me? You want to squeeze on my booty? You want to whisper sweet nothings in my ear? Okay, film this real with me. About my business, though. We're not about to be cuddling up and canoodling. I'm about to be sucking on your neck, telling you, oh, I love you. You're the only one for me. Nah, every time you in this building, it is money-making season. It's run me my money season. The only time you want to get some of this is if I'm getting some of that. And by some of that, I mean my business. because that's all I'm about right now. We are in a business relationship at this point. You cutting me checks from child support, and you gonna cut me checks from opportunity costs. That's all we got to talk about. Period. You cannot come in my. I might give you some, but how much money did I make? I know it sounds a little bit like prostitution. I get it. It sounds a little, but once you're the baby mama, it's technically not, okay? It's leveraging opportunities in front of you. So yeah, come on over. Let me line you up on Instagram Live. Oh, come on over. Let's do a reel. Come on over and shout my business out. Come on over and talk about how fresh my son haircut look while I'm filming. Okay, come on over and use all of your clout to improve my stock value, because that's what we got going on right now. And that's the thing that women don't do. Like, if you're gonna be with a dude who out here in these streets, just lean him. I'm gonna use you to get what I need to get to build a life for myself and my family, and that's on period, and for our child, period. And if you're not on board with that, then what kind of man are you? We ain't got nothing to talk about. If you coming over here to get something, what I'm leaving with? What you leaving behind when you go? Money making season. I'm not about to be messing with no man who done played me crazy in the street. Who done played me crazy in the street. I'm not about to be messing with no man who done played me crazy in the street if I'm not making nothing out of the situation. Period. No way, no how. If you in my house, if you play me crazy, what's my return on investment? Because I done invested and now I need my get back. I want my shout outs. I want you to talk about how I lined my son up. I want to line you up on live. I want to be like, hey, go holler at my baby mama. She cutting hair. Like, my baby mama this, my baby mama that. Like, I'm about to be your baby mama. If I'm your baby mama, how am I making money off of this? And if I'm not making anything off the situation, please advise us to why we're still together. Please advise us to why I'm letting you live in my bed. And please advise us to why I'm fighting with another woman online. You're not catching none of that smoke from me. I'm not fighting with nobody online unless it's a major ROI on my behalf. Major ROI. Run me my money. Okay? Run me my money. Period. If I'm gonna fight with old girl online, then the whole time I'm gonna be talking about my business. Oh, you want to sit here and talk about how we did not? He was at my house the other weekend and I lined him up. Haircuts by Mimi. What's she called? The Faded Barber, right? That's her name. The faded lady. I think that's her name. The Faded Lady. Oh yeah, he was at my house. I lined him up. You seen that straight cut? I lined him up top and down below. Period. Book me. Link in bio. Right? Otherwise, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're wasting your time and you're looking crazy. The same thing with Danileigh. Ain't no way I'm gonna give up opportunity. You was hot in these streets. You done came off of a whole song with Chris Brown, a viral TikTok song that I myself tried to learn. So I'm gonna tell you, and I am not a spring chicken. Okay, if I'm trying to learn your dance, I'm not into trends. I don't follow all of that stuff like that. But if I tried to really let me blow your mind and take it easy, I tried to learn that. I'm like, this a hit. You came off a hit. You gave up a hit to go procreate and just be out here pregnant, laid up and abandoned. Nah, it's a no for me, dog. It's a no for me. It's a no. No. Bow Wow done tried to shoot a shot. Now, you know, I ain't gonna say Bow Wow the hottest thing in these streets, but Bow Wow seems to always know how to make it, right? Bow Wow always seemed to know how to make it. He tried to shoot his shot. You made it to the point where, like, legitimate eligible bachelors, basketball players, you out in LA, basketball players. If you was looking for a rich man, I'm sure the options were at your disposal. Hey, OC girl, I'm sure that the options were at your disposal. If you was really trying to make it, the options were at your disposal. They were there. Please advise. Why did you abort that mission to go and run around with him to be baby mama number? I don't know what, because they say it's more than 2. Why? It's baffling to me. So my whole situation is recognize the kind of man you are dealing with in front of you. Dababy, certified, qualified disruptor, loves to triangulate women, loves to capitalize, loves to emotionally manipulate women and make them act out of character and control them. Loves to. I could see that a mile away. Definitely. Very good at it. Obviously, the money helps. The fame helps. But I think he been doing that long before the money and the fame. Then you got Danileigh, who comes from the quote unquote Matilda family. Girl, deal with your abandonment issues. Whatever you got going on, you got to go and heal that, because you don't want to find yourself in another situation where another man, where you're trying to have another baby with another man to get revenge on him, because you want to prove to yourself and to other people that you have value and that you're worthy. Don't do that. I know that could be somewhere in your mind. Don't do that. Don't think about, oh, I'm going to show him that men want me. I'm going to show him that I could be wifey. I'm going to show him that I could be like the best. You know what I mean? Like, don't adapt that mentality. Don't adapt that mentality. The mentality I think you should adapt, if I was Danileigh, the mentality I would adapt is point blank period. I am going to take a step back. I'm going to go to counseling. I am going to evaluate my own life and my own life choices. And I am going to make him eat every mother effing word he said. You going to eat that, homie. I'm a certified side chick. You going to eat that. I'm not doing what I need to do. You going to eat that. You going to eat every single word you spoke on me, period. And I'm not going to go run into the next man. I'm going to get myself so together. I'm going to get myself so together that you are going to eat what you said about me. I'm going to become a megastar. I'm going to be featured on other hit records. I'm going to get sponsorships, brand deals. I am going to develop multiple streams of income. I am going to make everybody who know you look and be like, that's the baby mama you shouldn't have fucked up with. That's what Mimi doing. If you ask me, I'm like Mimi, like, yo, I'm trying to build a real business here. Like, I want to be the baby mama that when your homies be like, oh, who your baby mamas? I want to be baby mama. Like, damn, you really fumbled the bag when you messed that up. Oops, you shouldn't have did that. That was that you fumbling and tumbling. You want to be that baby mama. You don't want to be the baby mama acting a whole natural born ass fool on live, and now it's in the archives. And you don't want to be the baby mama that's uncomposed. Nah, I'm out here winning. And I made a video about this. Don't be so focused on losing that you forget to win. Don't be so focused on losing that you forget to win. That's it. Win. The best revenge you could seek on anybody who has ever done you wrong is to continue to win. Period. And if I was Danileigh, that'd be the first and last time you make me look stupid online. I'd be like, oh, you done told me who I am. I believe you. I play myself, and on to the next. I am ushering up. I am going. That would be me. And if I was Mimi, I would get my little laughs, because I know Mimi petty. I would get my little laughs, my little kikis, right? But then I would keep it cute. I would be like, I'm out. I'm going to continue on with my business. And maybe I'll still let the baby come get some every once in a while. Because at the end of the day, I'm your first baby mama, and we got hella kids, and I'm definitely going to continue to capitalize off whatever clout you think you have and about to continue to get. So every time you see me, it's on site. I want a shout out. I want you to talk about my business. Don't listen, cutting me a check is one thing. But you know how you get multiple streams of income? You know how you really make something out of a bad situation? Is when he uses his social capital to invest in you. Because nothing says influence like putting your name on. Like, he would be like, yo, child support check. I want the child support check because I need it. But what I really want is for you to really help me grow my business. I want you to buy me a storefront. I want you to say, oh, instead of giving me, I don't know, $2,000 a week in child support, probably, because he got it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you collect all of them $200 a week, $2,000 a week. What's that? 52 weeks in a year? 50 times 4 is what? $200,000? About $215,000 or so, give or take. I want you to take that money, and I want you to get me another storefront. I want you to help me expand this barbershop from Charlotte. I want a spot in LA. I want a storefront in Cali. Every time you come through, it's a bust down. Every time you want to bust down, what we doing? What we talking about? What are we really doing now that you are here? What are we doing? What are we doing now that you are here? Can we really talk about something? And that's my opinion on the situation. Is if you're going to be stupid for a man, We all been there, done that. If you're gonna be stupid, get something out of the deal. Get something out of the deal. And getting that something out of the deal is not no, oh, shout me out in the video or get on live and tell people how much you love me. That is nothing out of the deal. That is words. Love is a verb. Okay. Love is an action. And it's even better when it's backed by dollars and cents. I'm just gonna put that out there. Okay. Like what we investing in. What we investing in? Nothing says I love you like I bought you something. And I don't mean like clothes and shoes. I mean like I actually bought you something. Like there is a property to show for it. There is a business investment to show for it. There is tangible assets. Like tangible assets to show for the pain that I have put you through. And that's when you really win it. So congratulations to Mimi. I think she's on the right path. She got her barbershop going. She seems to be dealing with a lot of good people. I foresee big things for her because she seemed like she got some soundness about her. We'll see. But this Danileigh, she just fumbled the bag. Ain't no way I'm coming off of Chris Brown. Take it easy to run around with baby and be baby mama number I don't know what on live looking crazy. No way, Jose. Not me, not today. Nope. You wouldn't have got me like that. I'd have played it so cool online. As soon as you got offline, I'd have maybe handed you I would have handed you the business. But ain't no way you gonna make me look crazy on the internet. No way. No. And then I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna make you eat every single word you said. You're gonna eat it. You're gonna eat them words. You're gonna eat them. You're gonna see me in the Pantene Pro V commercial. You see she got the curly hair. You'll see me in the Pantene Pro V like Vidal Sassoon. I'd be like swinging like this, winking. Right? I'll be in Pantene Pro V. I'll be in the Carol's Daughter. I'll be on the CoverGirl campaign. She seemed like she's a little bit tall, relatively petite. You would eat every word you spoke on me. Every single word. You'd be eating a lot of humble pie, homie. A lot of humble pie. And sure, you may find you another baddie because he is the baby. Sure, you may find you another baddie. But what you will not find in the story of BS you put women through, my chapter, the chapter on me, it's going to read different. The chapter on me just going to read different. It's going to read very much so different. Chapter on this chick might say this, chapter on that chick might say it, but the chapter on me going to read very different. It's going to read very different. And that's what Kim Porter did. You remember Kim Porter, Diddy, baby mama? The chapter on her read different. This man done spent like 15 years with Cassie or something like that. And Kim Porter passed, and this man, Diddy literally lost his soul, flew out of his body. Like his whole soul just left. He was on suicide watch. He had fell apart and all kinds of stuff. He had fallen apart. Whole soul left his body. So in my opinion, the chapter on me would just read different if it were me. It's going to read different. And so be the change that you want to see. And don't fall into the line. Don't be a part of the pattern of every other woman. This chapter crazy. Your chapter crazy. It's just number crazy. Nah, your chapter read different. Be better than all of that and make him eat everything he ever did to you. And that's the best revenge, if you want to call it, you could take on a man. And also stop having kids. Stop having kids. Okay. Men trap women too. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. No. You ain't not about to lock my uterus is not for sale. No, you don't get to knock me down for 9 months. Then another 9 months, a year, the baby get older. Then you got the toddler years. Then you tired. Kids are a lot of work. I don't know who think kids are easy. They're a lot of work. You're not about to lock me up like this. I am hot. I'm trying to be in these streets. So be in these streets. No more children. Tell him to get a vasectomy and make your chapter different. So that's my little 1-2 thug dizzle on Danileigh and Mimi and the baby. Hope you guys enjoyed the live. Thank you to everybody who stopped in. Much appreciated. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.